Good morning, Peroska. How are you today? I, it is always okay for you to lurk. Anybody. Like, I am never offended by people who are here and lurking. Never. Talking to me is never a requirement. It is okay. I it is close. I mean, like it's still a lot of stitches, but um it feels closer because this is the bottom now. I'm very tired, but I'm doing okay. I am very hopeful. Little trying to be cautiously hopeful, but can only tell your heart what to do so much, right? Have you been getting a lot of stitchy time in? I have a nice coffee. I Kaylin had yesterday Kaylin had a dentist appointment and we got coffee afterwards. And today she had an orthodontist appointment and we got coffee afterwards. Tomorrow she and I have chiropractor appointments and we will probably get coffee afterwards. It is like a calorie given. So even though I'm not like really I don't really consider myself a coffee drinker, it's new to me and everything, it is something I can keep down. And so I do that thing. Stitched a lot more than usual, but you have family who constantly needs something. They're happy to help anybody. I get that feeling. Sometimes it can be hard to balance, like helping others and making sure you're not totally draining yourself. I get that. So I'm glad that you're still getting like some stitching time for yourself. Good morning, Jamie. Oh, Peroska, I totally get you. I really do. Next week it's going to be the new semester and you miss your friends. Good. Well, you'll get back into like that kind of normal. I hope you had a good break, but sometimes getting back into the normal is good. Hi, Susie. have a smacking needle. Susie, I'm just moving along every single day. That's all. You know, usually less than 600 stitches now a day. Gives you progress. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's how to be consistent with this project. Smoking needles, yeah, it just means that, like, you know how if you rub two sticks of wood together fast enough, it creates friction and then you have smoke and fire? It's the same thing, like needle and thread and fabric. It's, yeah. Yeah, it just means that people feel that I'm fast. Exactly, Susie. Like, even when I didn't live stream because of the medication depression, like, I still worked on this. Even though I didn't want to be working on it, I just I just kept doing it anyway. And there was one day when I was feeling a lot of the effects of not eating and sleeping. And that was a very, very tiring. I don't even know how long it took me to stitch, but I wasn't doing anything else either. So, like, I would just stitch and then I'd, like, set my head down. And then I would, like, stitch another thread and then put my head down. That was fun. So fun, guys. Not. Good morning, Michelle. How are you today? Yesterday we went to Kaylin and I. Oh wait. Oh, oh, I mean, like, I'm sorry, Michelle, but also good. Like, I hope that you have, some relief and that the trajectory is good. I often find that if I consider the trajectory as a whole, I feel better about where I'm at sometimes. If you do 200 stitches a day on Cozy Winter Evening, you'll finish this year. Nice! Does that include any days off? Like planned days off? Or just like a straight 200 through the rest of the year? was almost better than Legoland happened in it. Oh. Like it was just a lot of walking from Legoland. Girl, if 200 stitches is 30 minutes, then that's like block stitching. That's nice. I don't experience that often. That's nice because then if you have like busy days, you can just go to the 200, and then if you have longer days, then you can like double it or something, and that's really nice. Getting in and out of rides meant for kiddos. Yeah, that would do a lot for your hip. I know for me, keeping in mind this is tent stitching numbers, not full cross. If I'm not live streaming and I'm just straight stitching on my bookshelf, nothing distracting me, and the confetti's not too bad, I can do like my daily stitches in a couple hours. Like 2.5 maybe at the most. When I'm live streaming, it tends to be 3 or more hours, but there is a Haid project that I wanted to finish this year. But in order to do that, I'd have to give it so much more attention than it's getting. And since I already have 2 like daily projects, I'm really hesitant to have a third one that I feel like I must get to all of these stitches in. So I don't know that that's gonna happen. You have 2 days a week devoted to it, so you can get about 2,000 a week, so it should be less than a year. That's a good approach. Yeah, I was feeling like not giving myself the pressure even before I was not feeling well. And so now even well, it's just really exacerbated. Like I really do just deal with stress like kind of nonstop. And like coming off of the holidays was stressful with like a lot of music and stuff. Not that like there can be good stress, but I still am affected by it. So it's not that like, oh, stress free, I need stress free. It's because I do recognize that there is some stress is good. It's just I'm just affected by stress, not just negative stress. Yay. In my regular rotation, that full coverage piece was getting like 3 days a week, I think. And I think I probably will still do that when I am like feeling like actually following that rotation again. Because it was a good rotation. Like it gave me a lot of variety between full coverage and whip go and like basically the things I felt priorities, and just right now can't do it, won't do it. It's fine. Hi Bex. How has your day been? So yesterday we went to Sephora and looked around, and like we're not really big makeup people. Like we don't know a lot of makeup, and we both prefer like more natural things. So going into a makeup store is kind of like there's a lot of options, and this is a lot. But we knew what we were there for, so we looked around and we did eventually settle on our choices. We had wanted I had needed new mascara. Which gets used hardly ever. But I needed more. And Kaylin wanted to try liquid eyeliner. We had a few other errands to run, so we did that as well. We got back and Kaylin wanted to do like full makeover on me, like not just try eyeliner and mascara, but like whole outfit, whole like eye makeup and lip stuff. It was a whole deal, y'all. I was like, okay, but your clothing options need to make, like, I still need to be warm. Like, don't put me in shorts because that's cold right now, or a skirt. So she had some limits to work with, but she had a lot of fun doing that. And we both really like the mascara, so that's good. And liquid eyeliner is just like, it's a learning curve, and so we're both like about it, but we both know that it's also probably because we don't know the things, like we're just not used to dealing with it. I think, Michelle, that part of our problem is that we don't like have a favorite mascara, or I don't, and so part of that is just figuring out how to use it. But we do like this one. And so I can see me using it maybe a little bit more sometimes. But as you can see, like, I don't wear makeup a whole lot. Kaylin is amazing. Like, I will say that every day of my life. Even when she's in like full teenage or hormonal mode, she really is amazing. And it is so fun to I don't know. We have a really good relationship. We're good friends. And I like that. Which one did I get? I have no idea, Michelle. I can go get it. I think it's in a light purple tube, which is so descriptive, I know. My eyeliner pencil is like a dark brown because for like regular use, that's what I prefer. But Kaylin was like, "Why don't you have black?" Because of black mascara, and I was like, it's not what I use in my regular life. But I do have a blue eyeliner pencil. That's kind of fun. That was just like a gift that I was given. I'm gonna guess L'Oreal was probably cheaper than what we looked. Because we were at Sephora. L'Oreal is not at Sephora. Or not at least at this one. Yeah. The package isn't over here either, so I honestly can't remember. So now I think Kaylin wants to try gel pencil, gel eyeliner pencil, which I didn't know was a thing, but apparently it's a thing. She did give me a eyeliner tattoo. And last night when we were taking our makeup off, I was like, well, this stuff's not gonna smear, so I can just leave it on for a while, right? There is something very good for me that she put a star on my hand. So I'm gonna keep that one around for a bit. Hey, girly. I mean, Bex, teenagers will always have like every age has their thing, you know? And you just have to go with it a lot, and you have to adapt constantly. But I think if you are always trying to have a good, healthy, open relationship, then that will help a lot while they are navigating the changes that they are going through. And how they are trying to find like where they fit in this world. We also talked a whole lot about clothing, fashion, about where she's at, and we talked a bit about like kind of my journey through it right now and in the past. Um, which has been it was a really good conversation for both her and I. But that's definitely something that she and I like connect through right now is it's not like through fashion, but through it really is about knowing yourself and being comfortable with yourself and like learning how to be yourself. But also, you know, being a good person and being kind and things like that. And clothing is a medium through which we are exploring that, how to be ourselves and all of that. So it's nice. One of your favorite knit designers is sending patterns. Yeah, on day one, that would be the hardest, Michelle. Hopefully she can get out of her grumpiness, Bex. Kaylin's grumpy too, but I think it's just she's gotten less sleep than she likes to get lately because her appointments have been earlier in the day. And so she's kind of grumpy. I'm like, okay, you do what you need to do, and I will leave you alone for a while. You find it easier to be by yourself the older you are. Oh, hi, Silver, by the way. Hi. I am okay with being by myself, but there's also a part of me that gets very angry about it. Because when I was married to Kaylin's dad, I always felt very lonely and alone. And yeah. So while I'm good in my own company when I'm not like, I don't know, depressed or like very, very raw in my emotions as I have been the last couple weeks. I'm also kind of like tired of it. Your favorite is anything by benefit? I don't even. Maybe next time we're looking at something makeup related, I should just put it out to you guys so that we kind of can narrow down what we're looking at. You have loved ones that feel threatened by it, makes them think I don't need or want them. Yes. See, I think people have different love languages, and it can be difficult to navigate that. Like, if they're not feeling loved in their way, then it can feel I don't know, problematic, I guess. Okay, I have a puppy whining. Hold on, please. One moment. Toddlers, Bex. That's funny. Silver, Michelle already bought her Haid sales. Many of us bought stuff yesterday. I don't normally buy on sales or like anything, really. I usually just don't buy. But there was a pattern that I had said the next sale, I'm definitely buying this one. So I bought that, and I bought a second pattern at the same time. So I just got two, just because no plans on starting them right now, but I've got them. I saw your fancy duck one, Michelle, in the I didn't comment specifically on that one, but that was a cute one. He was no longer allowed to talk about your lifetime. Sometimes it's not about finishing the thing, it's just about doing the craft. And sometimes it's both. Bex, Michelle did post them in the Discord if you want to see pictures. Hold on, my doctor's office is calling. Okay, I'm back. He said he might be jealous because I actually stick to a hobby and become very good at where he is. Oh, that's kind of a cool moment for him, Michelle, to have like that kind of a realization. Yes, that was my doctor's nurse who called. Um, it's been a couple days of back and forth between she and I, um, and her and the doctor, which I understand. So we're going to move ahead with another medication. She's going to send it in, and we'll see how it goes. This one I feel like I think I tried it before. So I don't think that I'll have the depression part of it. We'll see. I think. He's an awesome guy who just needs to be reminded that to be that awesome guy and not give me guilt. Michelle, I understand that so hard right now. I don't know if It'll depend on if I start it today, because they'll have to send it to the pharmacy. If the pharmacy fills it today, then I will start it tonight. Which I feel some apprehensive about this, but we're going to do it. We're going to do it because I know that if I get on the right medication, it's going to help with everything in this situation right now. Like, if I can figure out how to feel less stress, even if I know I'm experiencing stress, like if I can help my body figure that out, I'll be able to start eating more things. It's dumb. I don't know if you guys saw what I posted on Discord this morning. Last night? It was last night when I was supposed to be sleeping. Good morning, Chrissy, before I forget to say good morning. But I was laying in bed and started to think about the calories I had yesterday. I think I had about 600 calories yesterday. So, like, not the worst, but still not, like, really good. And I started thinking, like, how else can I, like, is there another food that I feel like I can try right now? And I kept going through foods in my head, and I kept dismissing all these different foods. Okay. Sorry, the pharmacy was texting to say they got the order from the doctor's office. Where was I at? Food. Oh, I'm thinking of all of these different foods, and I'm realizing that I'm dismissing everything because I was gagging. But the reason I was gagging, one was just like the idea of the food was making me gag. And then there were other foods that it was like a delayed gagging, and I realized that I was feeling like stress and apprehension about trying a food. And then that was making me gag because of this like stress cycle in general. So pushing through on the medication will help me to, like, I don't know, feel less stressed so that I can eat more and, like, kick my body back. Somehow I need to kick this out of this cycle. It is what it is, I guess. Every stitch is progress, Silver. You've got it. You can do it. But even if you don't, because you're really tired, that's what your body needs. The problem is not my hunger levels. Like, well, and I do know that he's working with antidepressants, which help with, like, increased appetite and decreased anxiety and things like that. So in a way, he is prescribing that. But at this time, he doesn't want to give a, like, specific thing, which is okay. Is there anything you can add to the coffee or shakes? Okay. Well, I tried having a coffee with heavy cream in it, and I threw it up. So I definitely can't tolerate that at this moment. One thing my body will do is Um, it'll go through these periods where it can't do heavy foods, and heavy foods is like a lot of foods. Um, you know, like even chicken is heavy in those moments. Um, I don't know. I'm kind of a mess when it comes to this, but if I get down this coffee and I get a venti solely so for those calories, um, and a shake, a full shake. I think I only had a half shake though this morning. It finished out yesterday's. Like that's like 600 calories. Um, and then if I have a pear cup, and then I might try again soup. Yeah, cafe mocha. I can do some other ones, but cafe mocha I know is safe. Um, it's not like too flavorful. It's not too sweet. It's a little bit of all the things that I can that help. Good morning, Tracy. In my mind, I said hello to you, but I don't think it made it out of my mouth. Um. Oh, what I was gonna say is, if I do, I had the half shake, and then this. Those two things would be about 600 calories. If I have a fruit cup and some soup, that could take me up to like in the 800 or more. Oh no, I cannot do bread products of any kind. So muffins, pastries, bread, things like that. Nope. At this point, I'm very used to it. It's just, it's not pretty when I am gagging. just, it's so ridiculous. Um, when I'm not depressed, it's so ridiculous to me. If you are knocking things, can you please go out another window? Thank you. And she disconnected the thing. Hold on, I know how to. Oh, no, not that one. Where's the. Oh, bring it back. Oh gosh. Come on. There we go. There we go. Puppy dog. We are mostly a liquid diet right now. I can handle the pears, and I also got like mixed fruit cups, so it's essentially the same thing as pears, but with some additional fruit in it. And I haven't tried those yet, but I am fairly positive they will be okay. Good morning, Rachel. Guess what? I love you. I hope you're okay with me publicly declaring that. Look how cute this is. Like, how is this not gonna get used on Rivendell? It's like the perfect thing. Um, oh yeah, Michelle. So I have Pip, get out. No, you need to go this way. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Isn't it so cute? Like Gandalf and Bilbo. I think this is Bilbo more than Frodo, but I love it. I did, and the bowhin needles. I'm like, oh, my bowhin needles. I was so excited. I got it this morning. So thank you. You have it on your Middle Earth map. See, it's whatever Lord of the Rings project I'm working on, it's gonna be that. Okay, yeah, Michelle. So I do have Cheerios, but they're like basic Cheerios, like the bland ones. Excuse me. And I'm feeling like maybe if I got a one that has a bit of a sweetener in it, that I would be able to eat more of it. Because too many of these Cheerios sitting in my stomach is kind of like, eh. So, I was thinking I should try that. I might even be able to have it as cereal, like I have almond milk, so pouring it, maybe a bowl of cereal would work. Maybe. I feel like I can try this idea at least. You have the needle minder on your farewell to Lothlorien. See, it's like perfect for all the Middle Earth things. Guys, it's February now. That means Rivendell start is today. I mean, not today, but this month. It better not be today because I don't have fabric and it's not my birthday, so. But it's this month. I I don't know about yogurt. Um, like I tried cottage cheese because we had it, and Kaylin was eating it, so I was like, "Give me a bite," and it didn't go over well. And the heavy cream definitely did not go over well. But like a high quality Greek yogurt, like a probiotic maybe, could, I don't know. I don't know. But it's an idea. Yay for new starts. To see my progress, it'll be very, very slow, I think. Because it's just one of many and I don't know that it'll like be a focus or anything, but I'm excited that I'm starting it. There's a project that I feel like I need to finish before my Lord of the Rings wall can have like prominent place in my rotation. Maybe you should drop hints about getting him the if you do that, you would also need to tell him how to get it cheaper. and he'd be more likely, right? Um, Good morning, Joyce. I know, Michelle. I'm trying to start small. Guys, I did a big thing the other day. I washed dishes. It wasn't too bad gagging wise until I got to the blender, which literally both my brother and my daughter had done dishes since that blender was used. And so it was nasty and smelly and gross, and I was gagging and like holding my breath the entire time. But I did it. It was like big accomplishment thing. It was the first time I had done any kind of dishes in over 2 weeks. So, I did it. I did the thing. Like you with Mirabilias. Like, start all the Mirabilias. I'm not sure that a masking up would have done much because visual things can be triggering for me too. Not just smells, but visuals and the thought of it. So masking and having the smell lessened might help, but it's like all the things. Your ranger is getting all the love lately. Good. I really like the ranger. I've got some emotional difficulty about him right now, but that's okay because I'm not starting him right now, so I can work through some of those emotions and still stitch on him one day. He doesn't do well with subtle hints, so what you do is you send him the message with the link and you say, add these 3 patterns, and send him the one that you want, and then the 2 very cheapest options, and say, buy these. Give him that level. That way he feels like he's getting you a present at a discount. Maybe he doesn't care about discounts, but a lot of times that's like a thing that people are like, ooh, but it's a discount. Your daughter is stitching the ranger in the mini version. I love that. I love it. He does like Lord of the Rings, so that might also help sway it. That's good. I think you've got a good plan, Bex. At the very least, it won't hurt to try. If you don't try, there's no chance. But if you do try, it could be everything. Hey, Jess. you? I think I saw that you texted me, but I haven't read it yet. You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast or be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. You're feeling better but exhausted? Good. I mean, it's okay to feel better and exhausted. Your body's still recovering. Was it flu? Is that what I saw somewhere? Was that... It was just like a round of flu? Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way that words do when they settle neath your skin. No sunlight, sometimes the shadow wins. You can tell him it can be a joint anniversary and Valentine's present. Nice. That's true. Since next Monday is not that far off from Valentine's Day. I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Yeah, I don't know about good notes, but I do feel like it's like a one-time unlock purchase and it's very inexpensive. I think under 5 is what Tracy says. But you love working with the kids, Jess. Maybe just you don't love getting sick from them. With what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Ever since our history of silence, won't do you any good. Didn't think it would. Let your words be anything but empty. Why won't you tell him the truth? Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave with what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Dyeing fabric for walkies would be a fun thing. Because you could use like a lot of different... I know, I think a light color. Maybe like a light blue, kind of like a sky-ish blue. My pharmacy wants to know if my meds are needed urgently. I'm gonna say no. Like, it can just take however long it takes. Rachel, I'm sorry you've been in a funk. I understand. And I empathize. And I'll help you. However, I may be able to help. Yes, I saw the new Bella and I love it. The Phoenix one, yes. You just can't tell them no hugs. I know. Okay, yes. So the meds that it's a little urgent. um I think urgent as in like immediately right now versus like later today. And I can wait until later today. That's all I mean. I'm looking at what it says. They think it'll be ready by 2:57 p.m. And it is the same medication he put me on 3 years ago. Um, so that's good, I think. We'll see. We'll see how this works currently, and I can actually pay attention to what it is like long term. Um, Good morning, Shauna. You love what was I? Oh, Brave. I was singing Brave. You're welcome to start your day with that song. I mean, you probably are well into your day since it's like 11 o'clock, but yes. You just picked up your fabric for Rivendell. Yay! I still need to order mine. Yay! um, the new Bella is, I love it. I do love it. I know, I went and looked up specifically. I just read the full text message and I was like, well, maybe I need to see what they're estimating. And it's like, I don't need it in the next hour. I can have it later on today. It's fine. Oh, excuse me. Yes, Jess, you're not that behind actually, because I just talked. My nurse and I were playing phone tag for a couple days while I was talking with her, and she had to get back with the doctor, and then back to me, and then back to the doctor. So it's taken a couple days to, but this morning, while I was here on the call, or live streaming actually, she called again. Thank you, Jess. She called again and said, um, he wants me to do this medication. Um, and it is sertraline, which is Zoloft, and that's what I had 3 years ago. Um, and 3 years ago when I had tried the medication, I still wasn't thinking like long term. So this time, thinking long term and really paying attention to how it affects me and everything will be something that I pay a lot more attention to. Whereas 3 years ago, I was really just super focused on like alleviating the immediate. And so, Zoloft it is. I don't remember it causing depression, but I was definitely more depressed last time than I was this time. So there you go. You're caught up on my medication. everything. See, I think we want to try Zoloft again because the reason we didn't start with Zoloft again was because he asked me how it went for me last time, and I was just kind of like, like maybe it helped, but like I don't remember it being like this overwhelmingly positive effect. But it wasn't like a negative one. I don't know. So he was like, well, let's try this other one then instead. And that's how I ended up starting on the Prozac. But obviously, the Prozac was a bad idea. So we're going to try the Zoloft again, and this time I can actually pay attention to what it's doing for me. Take it with plenty of water. Does vitamin water count? Because I can't drink regular water right now. Is that weird? I'm literally like, let's just move right on to the next medication because I know that if I find a medication that works, it will help with this whole cycle of being able to eat and everything. So I will just continue on all fronts to do all the things. And when I say all fronts, I literally mean all fronts, including the original situation that put me in a tailspin. Maybe I should ask my siblings. The thing is that I'm not sure that any of my siblings take medication, but I do know I have a niece that does. At least one niece, maybe two nieces. Maybe three. Let me ask. Of course, I'm going to ask now before I... where is it? This one. Oh, nope, not that one. This one. Okay, we'll see what they say. Yeah, Prozac Silver was definitely the thing that, like, that caused depression for me. It was, and now that it's out of my system, I can, like, I felt it coming, like the depression landing, and went through that, and as it went out of my system, like, I definitely felt it lift. That's not helpful. Okay. I'll just have to see what my sisters say. I know my brothers don't have any experience, so. But my sisters and maybe some of their kids knows. Your brother was fine on Prozac, just not you. That's... There are several people I've heard from who are on the Prozac and love it. It works great for them. Really, I'm not a fan of this game of like trialing the medication, but it's time for me to see what it can do for me kind of on that long-term level. Like, I need to not ignore it. Pip, please go anywhere else. Come here. Come say hi to everybody since you keep bustling them. Come here. Up. Oh, she's gonna lay down and you still can't see her. Yeah, it's time for me to see what it can do for me in the long run with helping my body understand it does not need to be stressed out all the time. So I'm gonna do it. Like, I've done so much on my own and it's been really good. I've made progress. I really have. Over the, 4 years I've been at this, but no, I want you to say hi. Say hi. I'm Pip. Oi. Hello. Okay, now you can go away. Just don't go to the window, please. To the window. To the wall. Hi. Hello. Oh, yeah. Hi. Now she just wants pets. Now she's needy. The natural stuff. I would love to work with a naturopath doctor, but yes, I completely understand that going that route, it is expensive. And right now, I could make it so I could afford it. But I also feel like I just need to... Wait. You didn't get sick on either flight last week? That's great. Because I remember you telling me about that. Like, how you get affected by it. Aw, Pip, they're saying hi to you. They're saying hi to you. Like, I'm already a little nervous because, well, a lot of things, but it's okay. I'll just take it. I'll just take it as I come right now, you know? Oh, no, Michelle, you don't need to tell. I mean, you can tell me what you put her on, but I would not ever start something while I'm dealing with pharmaceuticals. That's for certain. Like, I really believe in our body's abilities to do much. And if we give it the right things for it to heal, But I also recognize that sometimes what is needed is the pharmaceutical, but it doesn't mean that it has to be long term. And that's something that, working with my doctor, he helped assure me of that. Like, that we could continuously evaluate whether, like, once I'm on something that's helping me now, we can evaluate every few months if I want to try to come off of it, or if I want to keep going, and it, like that. Like, it's not like, here's the decision and it must stay like this forever. And that helps me a lot. To know that maybe I can stabilize and then continue working on, life things that will help more naturally, that can lead to, or situationally, so that I don't need to rely on a medication. But if I do have to, then, that's fine too. It just took me a while to, like, get to the point where I could accept that. Okay, like, I'm too warm with my sweatshirt on, but I feel like if I take this off, I might get too cold. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, guys. My body is a battleground. It's all about our dependency on drug of one sort or another, and companies fighting with each other and exploiting the human need for drugs. That's an interesting topic for a song. But yeah. I yeah. It's definitely something I struggle with, but I don't think that it's right to just say, like, drugs are bad, because they aren't, and there's so many people who do have need of them. It just doesn't mean that that's necessarily the answer for everybody, or all the time, or in every situation. There's a lot of nuance there to allow for. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's alright. You lost weight on Prozac because you would forget to eat because you were extremely active, where before you weren't. That's interesting. I mean, I lost weight on Prozac, but I just lost weight in general because I'm not eating. But on Prozac, because of the depression, I didn't want to eat. Like, I didn't care if I was eating or not. So, that's a different kind of not good. Sun, 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 here it comes. Oh, sun, 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 here it comes. My sisters with experience are texting me now. I really like when the diagonals get shorter because it feels like everything is just going so much faster, even if it's the same exact number of stitches as the day before. It just feels so much more progress, I guess, because I'm like, oh, and I finished a diagonal, or at some point it's gonna be like, I finished two. That walk to the end of your driveway for the bus stop was a lot when you haven't moved really well and you're still recovering, Jess. It would be a lot. I get it. Were you sick all weekend? Have I diamond painted more? Yes. I diamond painted when I was under the depression. I still stitched. Alara told me I had to stitch for a routine. So I did still. And then when I was just like trying to work through, just get through, I did more diamond painting rather than stitch more. Not that I wanted to be diamond painting either, but it's just ended up what I was doing. I'll show it to you. Let me just finish this thread, and then I will show it to you. You started feeling unwell Thursday afternoon. Oh. Yeah. Now it's Tuesday, right? No, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Okay. So, yeah. Almost a full week for you. Sun, 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 here it comes. I decided I'll buy another diamond painting when I'm closer to finishing this diamond painting. Because I don't want multiple diamond paintings out, and I don't want that to be a thing that I start like just gathering. Because I think for me, diamond painting is definitely more about the process. I will want the finished product to be something I like, but it's a little different from like just stitching for me. Oh, good, Jess. So you didn't have to do a lot of mom things. And you were able to just kind of focus on that recovery without like the guilt that comes from it. That's good. I'm really glad. I know you worked more on your queen. Yeah. Okay. That's exactly what it is, Jess. Like, stitching, I love the process of stitching, but it's also about the finish. Whereas diamond painting is just more heavily on the process side than the finish side. So here it is as a whole. It's this horse one. And then all of this is diamond painted. It's kind of hard to see down here because these are all light colors, but this part's not done and this part is, so. But all of this is done. I can show it to you this way, where it's darker at the top, and then, hold on, I'll have to show it to you sideways. And then there is at the bottom. I love the ones that have like the extra sparkle in them. I can't remember what they're called, but I love that those are in here too. I'm flying through it. Well, there was many hours of it was many hours of living through that depression. Whoever created foam rolling has a horrible love for pain. Yeah, but it does help in the long run. But like the IT band, rolling that IT band is always the worst for me. But it does feel good afterwards. It's just... Oh, yes. Silver. ABs. Aurora Borealis's. Something like... Yeah. But yeah, the diamond painting, I really spent a couple hours in like a private video chat. And the person on the other side was like, on Friday at least, she was like, oh, she's deep down in that hole. Like, I'm gonna need a long rope to climb down in there. And she and I talked a lot, and I would diamond paint while we talked. So it all hurts. I do think that foam rolling could depend on exactly what is causing the pain, though. So it's possible that for your kind of pain, it's not going to help. I don't mean immediately after rolling, I just mean like a day later. I don't know. I also think some things like the IT band, I always heard or was told that like you have to foam roll it often in order for it to do anything good. Exactly, Jess. I do believe that there are reasons why it's not a good idea. Foam rolling is like when you have a um, maybe like this big around, um, and then it depends. You can have like a short one or a long one, and it's made out of foam. Okay, so you put pressure on it. You can do it on your back, your legs, your arms, and then you just kind of like roll back and forth on it, and it's supposed to help break up muscle things. I think it's much better for workout purposes, like massaging the muscles that you've used during workout, rather than other medical things like Michelle and Jess are talking about. It's made out of bricks disguised as foam. It's taking a stick or tube and roll over it, your muscles to break up lactic acid. Right, which is what you do for workout. But if your problem is something that's otherwise, yeah. What did you say, Kayla?
You sounded like you were like dying.
We're talking about foam rolling and how much Michelle and Jess hate it with a passion.
With the passion.
0 out of 10 stars, but no, I'd recommend.
That's weird.
Foam rolling is weird? Well, they've got other. Anyway, did you need something?
No.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Okay. She looks much happier than she was earlier today, so that's good. I like happier from her. One of the things I liked when I had foot surgery, I had foot surgery on both feet at different times, but um, is they would do shock therapy. Oh, I got that on my lower back too at one point for a different problem, obviously. I actually liked the shock therapy. It was nice. I don't know if that's weird or not, but it was nice. You know what I should do? I have a gym membership that I've never been to because it just opened and I've not been able to go like for a workout thing. Um is that what the TENS unit is? Is the like little shock therapy thing? Is that what it is? I loved it. I loved it. Totally did. Yeah, it's like a pad and then like the pulse isn't super strong. I mean, it could be stronger, but it is stimulating inside, and oh, I love it. Okay. Yeah. I never knew what it was called, or maybe I did, but it's been so long since I had it for my foot. When it was on my back, I never had the actual unit. I did it in the office, but on my feet, I had it with me. I remember that. I loved the shock therapy so much. Yeah, Michelle, I'd do that over foam rolling. Because it sounds like some of the things that you're dealing with, it's not really the muscle. It's probably something else. And since you already have a unit, you know what would be great? So, do you think that the shock therapy would work like when I'm on my period? When I had Kaylin, um, my contractions were back. It was back labor like the entire time. And ever since then, my periods affect my lower back very badly. um, I wonder if the shock therapy is actually something that would help. Because I've never been able to find a solution that helps. Like, I just have to deal with it. Oh my gosh, y'all, this could change my life. How do I get one of these? Because back cramps are the worst. Seriously. I don't know why. Why do back cramps hurt so much worse than stomach cramps? Dude, Amazon. Somebody remind me on Discord. Because I don't have a righty thing next to me. Oh, wait, I can remind myself on Discord. I know, how do I get one of these? I'm totally reminding myself. Live streaming stuff. Reminder to self. Electric shock therapy is amazing for back cramps. There we go. Hopefully that helps me. Rachel, I don't like how you're thinking right now. Have I thought about eating? No. No. I have not. No, no, no. Move on. Move on to another thought. Oh, gosh. It would definitely shock it, but I don't know that it would shock it into a good thing. Just thought to throw it out. Oh my gosh. Okay, Jess. Good. Because I feel like this will be revolutionary for me here. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way that words do when they settle neath your skin. Kept on the inside, no sunlight. Sometimes the shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave. Oh my gosh. The back pain was bad, and I was unmedicated, by choice. Um, but like from start to finish, it was all back labor. And it's been 13 years, and I would still do it again. Honestly, that was something that Kaylin's dad was like in disbelief at, is that like I'm holding Kaylin, like literally she's just been birthed, and I was like, I would go through that again. And he's like, are you kidding me right now? Like, no. No, I would do this again. And I still hold to it. Granted, I understand that I had the hormones flowing through me because of childbirth and he didn't. I understand there's a factor there. But 100% would do it again. Michelle, your birth experience was much more traumatic than mine. So I understand that. Hey, Matt, Stitchy girl. Good morning. I mean, you literally use your back for everything. So, there's that. All right, Silver. I hope your pain kind of eases up for you, at least for a little bit. I don't know. There were definitely aspects of giving birth that, like, it was very challenging, yes. But it was also, like, amazing for me. Jess, you need one of the, like, a meditation cushion. You need something like this. This is what I'm sitting on, okay? If you do something like this, I bet you that would help. Now I did that. I have to readjust. Here we go. That's where I bought it, Jess. I bought it on Amazon. Um, meditation floor cushion, I think. This one has got, I think, buckwheat inside of it with like a foam top. And the cover, mine came with two covers, so I can switch them out if I need to wash it or something. But it lets me sit with like my legs being able to be on the ground and stuff. Yeah. You just was unmedicated both times. Yeah. The biggest thing I hear about physical therapy is how much pain it is. Like, it hurts. I mean, like, if it works, it works, but like it can take time and it's a lot of pain in the meantime. I understand. Hey, Catherine. I look wonderful today. Thank you. There are a few things that I can credit to that. So, yeah. I don't know what you know about what's been going on lately, so I will catch you up if I know what you know. um, I know, and Michelle, you are like facing all of this stuff head on. Like, you really are. You're tackling all the things, and it's like it's a lot and it's good, but I can imagine that it's probably a little overwhelming at times. or constantly. You are trying, Michelle. I know. And I know that it can be hard. Like any kind of healing, like you're physically healing, like emotional, mental. My stitching screen is blurry again. I mean, I can fix it, but I don't know how long that'll last. I know, I remember how I fixed it last time, y'all. But I don't know how long this will last. Last time I had been off my new killer meds. I love that. For only a day, you're still having a rough go, but better without those meds. I know. For some reason, the camera keeps like deciding it's not going to focus, and I don't understand why it just decides it's gonna stop. I really don't. Okay. So since then, that would have been like Friday. Thursday would have been the first day I stopped taking the medication. Um, Friday is when something happened that made me realize how much I was not caring about how many things. And it was very, very rough. So basically, throughout the rest of Friday and Saturday and Sunday, um, it was just a lot of trying to deal with depression stuff, you know? Um, it probably is because of the hand movement. Like, it's like, focus. Oh, no, no focus. No focus. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. It just might be what it is. Um, anyway, so yesterday was probably the first day that well, Monday, I could tell that it was lifting because I was starting to care about some activities again, like stitching. I still stitched over the weekend, but I did so because I was told routine matters, and so make sure I still do it anyway. Also because I was feeling very, very lost, and anyway, lots of reasons. Um, but yeah, yesterday I was feeling a lot more of that medication out of my system and could really feel like the depression less affecting. And today I think I would say that it's totally out of my system, which is good because I'm going to be picking up a new medication later today and starting it. So there's that. Um, that's one of the two kind of major reasons for how I'm doing right now. It's a really old city, stuck between the dead and the living. And I thought to myself, sitting on a graveyard shelf, the echo of heartbeats from the ground below my feet, of a cemetery in the center of Queens. Symphony from a cemetery in the center of Queens. You'd say, remember that life is not meant to be wasted. We can always be chasing the sun. So fill up your lungs and just run. We'll always be chasing the sun. So how do you do it? With just words and just music. Capture the feeling that my earth is somebody's ceiling. Can I deliver in sound the weight of the ground of a cemetery in the center of Queens? Bye, Bex. You say, remember that life is Oh, Catherine, I appreciate all the thoughts. Like, you know, if somebody's a prayer, great. If they're not, like, happy thoughts into the universe or whatever, they all help. Everyone groan with me. Top stitching gives a really good look, though. So, good. Good on you for doing it. Shauna's groaning with you. I don't have an Apple Watch, but I guess I'm not surprised that they've added aura to it. I love the ring, though. I just use the app on my phone. You said, remember that life is not meant to be wasted. We can always be chasing the sun. So fill up your lungs and just run, but always be chasing the sun. All we can do is try. And live like we're still alive. You like my eyeliner tattoo here? It's not real. I don't have tattoos, but I've got this right now. I'm keeping it as long as I can. Would I want a tattoo? I don't know, Rachel. That's definitely not like a thing in the religion I grew up in and I'm still within the community of. And I don't know. I'm not sure that I'm adverse to it, but I don't know. Totally not against other people's tattoos whatsoever. I just don't know for myself. Shauna, yes, the Lowry stand's amazing. What do I use? Okay, here's what I use. These are like cable ties, silicone cable ties. Magnetic. And I use these. But there's other people who use like hair claws like this, if you can see that. It's black, so you might not be able to see it. Where's... Oh, it's on. Hello, Lowry stand. Obviously, this doesn't have a lot of fabric, but you can kind of see the silicone ties are holding the fabric up and out of the way. But it'll still work on projects with bigger fabric. If not, you can use hair clips. I know, I use the cables all the time. I love them. Ooh, you're ordering your Lowry tomorrow. Yay! I have really, really liked the Lowry. For sure. More than that, it's to dare us to move and to open our eyes and to learn from the skies. From a cemetery in the center of Queens. Hi, Emma. Your fabric doesn't get into the way. It just bothers me when I like am flipping it upside down and I'm like messing with the floss. Like that's not the floss, but like when I'm trying to end the thread and the fabric is like flopping everywhere. Yeah. I think that's the part that bothers me more. D4 1. One, two, three. One, two, three. 2. 1, 2, 1. You need a fancier username now? You don't have to. You can go by whatever you want. I think my daughter might have made rice because I'm smelling it. And I don't know how my stomach feels about this. Like, it's kind of not super happy about this. I'm nowhere near the kitchen, guys. Oh my gosh. Like, the kitchen is downstairs and over that way. Like, it's not even right below my bedroom. Why do I smell something like that? You just updated mine so people actually know. Becca! I do try to learn people's names and then use them, but I don't always remember. That's the problem. It can take me a while to remember, like, I know Licking Floss is Rachel, for example. I know Stitches of Sass is Jess. But then there's a lot of people that I'm like, I honestly can't remember your name right now, and I feel so bad. Because I would rather, I mean, especially if, unless people don't want to be known by their name. That's fine too. You say, remember that life is not meant to be wasted. Apparently that song's in my head. We can always be chasing the sun. I like that song because she uses intervals that aren't like your normal interval. And I like it. And I'm a big Sarah Bareilles fan in general. So there's that too. I relate to so many of Sarah Bareilles' songs, Jamie. So many. I love her. Oh, I'm stitching below the bookshelf right now. Didn't notice. That's okay. Like, I suppose if somebody were to ask me if I wanted to go to a concert, who would I go to see? Sarah Bareilles. I'm not sure that there's somebody who could top her for me that I'd want to go see in concert. That's exactly right, Jamie. Like, I could listen to her for a long time. Hey, Tina. I just like calling people by what they like to be called. So I like to know that I have their name right, um, or as close to right as I can. Like, as long as there's some acceptable ground, it's fine. It's like, I know, Alara, who's not here, so I maybe shouldn't talk about her right now. Like, I know Alara's legal name, but I've told her that she's just always going to be Alara unless she tells me that she wants me to call her by her legal name. And I have zero problems with that. Hey, Debbie. How are you? Favorite song. How do you change your username? I know it's in your YouTube settings. I can't remember because it's been a while since I've done it. But Becca can now tell you since she just did it. Oh, thank you, Debbie. I am obviously a big fan of this bookshelf since I'm willing to stitch on it all day. Not all day, but every day. Thank you, Tina. Not having medicated depression helps. Like, depression caused from medication. That definitely helps. Put on my favorite song. Now I'm in a big mood to listen to Sarah Bareilles, all the Sarah Bareilles things. don't even know where I'm at on here. 459 stitches, y'all. Stitch West waitlist opens on the 4th. I need to know this information, Jamie. On the 4th. Where does one go to sign up? Stitch West waitlist on February 4. Because I need to I think I'm gonna sign up for that one. I don't watch anybody right now. I know they have all the info, but like I need somebody to give me the info so I can just sign up and do the easy part. I need it easy for me, Jamie, okay? But I do want to sign. I want to try to go to that one. I'll at least try to sign up. Their latest video. Okay. Hi, Linda. How's it going today? I will go and look. Fine. Aw, congratulations, Linda. That's fun. Okay, I will look. I will look. I will look. Because if I go to Stitch West, that will make 3 retreats I'm going to this year. It would also be my first big retreat. The other one that I'm doing, it just has 2 times in a year, so it's really just like one retreat but twice. One in March and one in November. And it's a small one and I really enjoyed it last November. Hey, Monkina. Queen City Stitch is near me, but aren't they waitlisted? Aren't they full? Jamie, it's in Ohio. It's Stitching in the Springs. Jen went to it in November. That's where I met Jenna. Well, officially met her. It'd be fun to have you there. I really like it because it is like it's small. It feels a lot like not intimidating and intimate. You get to know people. It's really nice. I liked it a lot. I am doing okay today. Hi Intermittent Stitcher. Welcome. You finished your temperature butterfly. Yay! Happy end of January and beginning of February, right? Just got your fruit bowl for lunch and you're very excited. Nice. I'm still working on my coffee. But it's pretty low. It's like down to here now. It's also not at all warm. But that's okay. It's like, you know, like when you get down to the bottom and it starts changing, it gets like more grittier and stuff. Like, I don't super love it when it gets to that point. I the what draws me to something like Stitch West or Stitch Con um is that you can meet a whole lot more people. Um and that's one thing that I would love about getting to a big retreat. Um is like, yes, I know it would be overwhelming, but it would allow me to meet so many more of you. I was already very surprised at how many people at the small retreat like knew of me. Um like that was surprising to me at a small one. Like I didn't know that I was going to meet that many people who already knew who I was. I was like, I know of 4 of you. Yes, Catherine, it is February. It's my birthday month. Um, and that means Rivendell month. Yes, it does. We're getting there. We are so getting into Rivendell's time. I feel like this thing has been in the plan since like November, which has been good because so many people have been able to like work their way to getting the pattern and floss and fabric and whatever. Happy early birthday. It's quite early at this point. Don't worry. You can wish me birthday like every day this month and it would still be early. I think I was just so surprised. I don't I don't know, it was just a small retreat and I didn't think about it, you know? It was kind of weird. uh, it was fun though. I loved meeting people. I really did. And to be able to like deepen some connections, or like make them in the first place. Shauna was the cutest, and I can say that because she's here right now. I think kind of the biggest moment for me, like the biggest surprise moment rather, was that Jessie Marie Does Stuff was at the retreat, the small retreat. And I was talking to her and the people at her table, and um, like I was getting known because my bookshelf was on the brag table with the first two shelves finished, and it's in 10 stitch, and so a lot of people were asking me questions about 10 stitch and stuff, and I was telling somebody, I'm like, well, if you are interested in learning more about 10 stitch, I have a whole video on my channel, and a lot of people say that it's very clear and understandable. If you're interested in learning more, maybe check that out. And Jessie Marie says, y'all, if you're not like watching Suki's channel, you're missing out. And I was like, you watch my channel? It was kind of like this moment of what is just happening right now? Yeah. So there was that moment going on. She doesn't live that far from me either, Jessie Marie. She lives maybe a couple hours north of me. So yeah, good times. Good times. Also, congratulations, Becca, on your 12-year anniversary coming up. I I I'm doing WIPCO for the first time this year. Very stress-free WIPCO. Literally very stress-free. You got the same feeling when you talk to Colette the Highway Stitcher, and she already goes, I know, it's kind of like, what? You know who I am? What? Or even there were people who were like, oh, I've heard of your name, but I haven't watched your videos yet. I'm still like, that's weird. Why do people know about me? I mean, obviously, my name's out there, but weird. I just, like, sit in my house and stitch, that's all. You've yet to decide on doing WIPCO, Linda. Um, what I did was I put my non-full coverage projects on it, each of them twice. Oh gosh, no, Jamie. It was weird. It's not just you. what's made the biggest impact on me though is when I receive comments of like the impact I have had on other people. I'm like, I've done that? Like, how did I do that? I have no idea. Well, Linda, my WhipGo board is like the goal that I have set for WhipGo is that if I work on it once, it counts. Like, even if I just put one stitch in, I never just put one stitch in, but like, even if that's all I did, I would count my WhipGo goal as being done. I just want to see that, I just want to like touch all my projects, and I want to have them get some progress when they're not the focus pieces. That was my intention for doing WhipGo. But I didn't want the pressure of like a goal, like a certain number of stitches or days or hours or anything like that. It's surprising what sharing will do. Apparently, I just didn't realize it. And even now, I'm still like extremely humbled that I have any kind of impact, I guess. Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to be the best me that I can be. And somehow people relate to that, I guess. When a small WhipGo is called, I think to myself, like, oh, I can't finish. Yeah, I, when in January, I kind of felt like when I pulled the pieces out, I looked at what I thought, oh, I could do that this month. Like, I will aim for that. But if I didn't do it, that doesn't mean that I failed in it. It's kind of like a stretch goal, right, Rachel? So like Twisted Band Sampler, if I worked on it at all, it would count as my goal. But when I pulled it out, I was like, oh, maybe this whole butterfly band. And then I like had that whole breakdown about it, and I haven't gone back to it, and that's fine. But I can still consider it done. Right, Linda. Like, I want to see progress. I want to love on my projects. But I can only put so much pressure on myself. Otherwise, I'm literally doing myself a disservice, because my body will then translate it into stress, and then we all know how that goes for me. I just got a text message from my daughters and I, like our new favorite secondhand clothing store. And I get 15% off all this month because it's my birthday month. So guess who's going there this month? Shopping spree. I know, but we were just there like right before this current breakdown. We were there. So, how much turnover in their clothes has happened since then? I don't know. But we might be finding out in another week or two. Um, it's I know it's hard to balance like when you have so many whips and I when you want progress, and I think that's why ultimately like my overall goal with my whips is to have less of them, is so I don't feel like any of them at any point are being neglected, because that hurts my feelings. Literally hurts my feelings. Okay. um Bye, Michelle. I didn't answer your question, but bye. Yeah, Becca, I have. That's what this one is. This is my daily 30. It's getting 30 minutes a day, more or less. Never less. Usually more. And it really does make a difference in seeing consistent progress. I just try not to do too many of like, if I give myself too many like must do goals, then I will focus on them and get them done. And that's not always a good thing. So I have to be really careful about those things. You're doing no new starts, working only on your whips. Nice. Are you doing it for the whole year, Debbie? I've never been interested in doing no new starts, but I am picky about my new starts. I kind of have a system in place where if I have 2 finishes, then I award myself a start, but I can also hold on to that start until I really want a start. I think I have 3 starts saved up right now, because I just haven't wanted to start something. Well, I haven't acted on wanting to start. Let's put it that way. You do have about 15 whips, all but one full coverage. Woo. So yeah, you've got a lot of the full coverage to keep you busy for sure. I I have more projects than that, but still. You have a 2 finishes, 1 start roll too, though you've not stuck to it. So you're saying, Emma, it's more like a guideline of good intentions? I've stuck to it ever since Mania last year. Kaylin helps with that. She does help with it. Really, the biggest thing that she helps with is the times when I'm like, I want to start things. And she recognized that it's an emotional thing rather than a rational thing. And she really helps rein me in when it's a suggestion. Like, she really is good about it, which is good. It is good. If I'm rational about it, she doesn't have much of a problem. But she knows when I'm being emotional about it, and she knows that long-term Suki would rather I was not emotionally starting things. That's a good approach, Becca. Rachel, yeah. Like that's the emotional kind of thing that I feel is it's like you're just trying to soothe this whatever weirdness is happening inside of you, but it's not necessarily going to actually help. It may distract you for a while, but will it actually help? I think I'm kind of the same way, Jamie. Especially when I'm doing something seasonal. Like I want to I'll start the next one after I finish the one. My plan for my Lord of the Rings project was going to be the same thing. Like, don't start the next Lord of the Rings until I have one finished, but then I am starting Rivendell with everybody while I still have Frodo and Galadriel going on, and so there goes that plan. I'm kind of okay with that. Full coverage projects definitely have a different mindset in me than my non-full coverage, I've noticed. Different approaches and how I work through them. They are big. It's true. After 3 days of backstitching dark forest green on only slightly less dark forest green, you finally finished. Good job, Catherine. Are your other colors still backstitching? So you're just backstitching at this point. I think it's because full coverage is so big that my mindset is different. It's more like I have a way to work through my full coverage that allows me to have a focus and then like just get progress on the other ones until they are a focus. And I like that. So I'm kind of minding less how many full coverage I have. But I still don't want all of them started. I still want to keep to like my finish 2, start 1 until I feel like my overall project amount feels good, which I don't know what that is yet. I know it's still less than where I'm at now. You said, remember that life is not meant to be wasted. We can always be chasing the sun. So fill up your lungs and just run. But always be chasing the sun. That's really smart, Becca, because if you get the black area done before next year, then it makes like putting in the temperature so much easier. Good job thinking ahead by like an entire year. There is a pattern I need to get and all the stuff for a gift that I'm going to be giving. But I haven't ordered any of the stuff for it yet, so I need to get on that. And I haven't decided if that counts as, you know, my start thing. Probably will, because it'll be a whip, but it'll eventually also count as a finish. So all right, Linda, see you. Okay, where am I? Yeah. Oh, I got my daily stitches, y'all. That looks like a ninja stitch. I'm gonna do this one ninja stitch so that I don't start tomorrow with a ninja stitch. All right, Becca, see you. Somebody's ceiling. Alright, 574 stitches. Finished. And in 3 hours. Like, that's not bad for live streaming. You do that too. See, I did it yesterday too. Is that like I hit this area and I was like, there's a lot of ninja. I don't want to start tomorrow with ninja stitches. I'd rather end, I think, with them. So there you go. I did it. We're done. So, my friends, let me take my picture. How many diagonals are left? Is the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 diagonals. Excellent. I like it. Okay. You finished a stitch a day too. Oh, good job, Tracy. You're moving right along. I mean, it's a section finish. I don't go by pages. I have no idea what pages I'm done on this. I could look. Page, show page breaks. Zoom out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, although the 17th one is a baby page. We're still going to count it. 17 times 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not mathing this. Where's my calculator? Oh my gosh. What color is my calculator? Here it goes. 17 times 4 is 68. Plus, I have a bunch of, like, partially done pages, but I only count fully done pages here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 11. I have 79 pages finished. On this whole thing. Several are partially finished. And there are, in total, 170 pages. That's funny. 170 minus 79. So I have 91 pages to go, but they're not, several of them are like partially done. Like this whole like second row. Anyway. It's a yeah, but I stitch by section, so it's a section finish. Anyway, thank you, friends. I will see you around. No idea what my plans are later. I might be in Discord, I might not. We'll see. But you can always catch me. You can message me on Instagram or Discord or whatever. And I know the map is huge too. So, okay. I will talk to you later, and much love to everybody.